I barely recognize this room without your shadow moving through. The air feels different when I breathe, like something left with you and me. And everybody says I changed, like healing's supposed to look that way. But all I really learned to do is live without the best parts of you. Because losing you was one thing, losing myself was different. I think I miss the version of me that only lived when you were next to me. The way I laughed, the way I spoke, like my whole heart was still open. And now I move through quieter days, like colors slowly draining away. Maybe loving you changed everything. Maybe you took part of me when you left. When you left, I passed the places we once knew and still expect to see you, like some old habit I can't break, or a dream I can't awake from. You made the world feel soft and white, like I belong somewhere inside. Now every morning feels the same, just another version of your name. And I know time moves on somehow, but I don't feel like myself now. I think I miss the version of me that only lived when you were next to me. The reckless hope inside my chest, the way everything felt less heavy then. And now I talk like someone else, trying to survive myself. Maybe loving you changed everything. Maybe you took part of me when you left. And if I saw you one more time, would that old version come alive? Or did he disappear for good the night you stopped calling us us? I think I miss the version of me that only existed in your company. The boy you thought love could stay, the one who wasn't afraid. And now your memory's all I have left of who I was before the end. Maybe heartbreak isn't losing someone, maybe it's losing who you were with them. I try to hear you in my head, but it's getting quiet instead. Like your voice is underwater now, I can't quite pull it out. But I still remember how it felt, the way you made my silence melt, like nothing else could ever be the same again inside of me. And I don't know when it changed, but even memories rearrange. I don't remember your voice anymore. lose the sound, I lose the tone, but I still feel you in my bones. In my bones. Your words are turning into mist, a ghost I almost can't resist. And I replay what I once knew, but it comes back less of you still. Every time I close my eyes, I don't hear goodbyes. I just feel the weight we had, soft, sweet, and quietly sad. And maybe that's the way it goes. We lose the voice, but keep the soul. I don't remember your voice anymore. It's fading like an open shore, but I remember how it felt to stay, even when you drifted away. And that's the part that won't let go. Even if the sound gets low, I lose the words, I lose the tone, but I still feel you in my bones. If memory is all that's left, why does it still hurt my chest? Like something I can't replace, even time cannot erase. I don't remember your voice anymore, but I remember what it was for. And maybe that's the cruelest part. You fade away, but not my heart. So I keep what I can't decode, a feeling I will never outgrow. I lose the sound, I lose the tone, but I still feel you in my bones. I still hear you in the quiet, in the spaces I don't fight it. Like your name is in the walls of every place I almost call. You reach for me like I'm still there, but I'm already half nowhere. Trying not to say too much about the way I still feel us. And I know what I should do, but it never feels like truth. I can't be with you, even if I want to, even if it hurts like it always used to. We're holding on to something gone, but I can't pretend for long. So I stay where I don't break into, in the space between me and you. It's the only thing I know to do. I can't be with you. You look at me like I might stay, like distance is a choice I make. But I've been gone before you knew how hard it is to lose you. Every memory pulls me back but I don't know how to act like love is still enough to fix something already split like this. And I wish I could explain without adding to the pain. I can't be with you, even if I want to, even if I still dream about you. We're standing in the aftermath of everything we couldn't have, so I stay where I don't break into, in the echo of me and you. It's the only thing I know to do. I can't be with you. If I stayed, we'd fall apart slower than we did at start. And I can't be the reason why we say goodbye a second time. I can't be with you, and it cuts right through everything I thought I knew. We were almost something real, but almost isn't what we feel. So I leave before we both lose truth in the version of me and you. It's the only thing I can do. I can't be with you. We didn't break, we just slowed down, like fading light in a quiet town. No final words, no slammed door, just less of us than before. You still exist in how I breathe, in empty rooms and in between the things I say but never sound like you're still here at the end. And I keep replaying what we were, like it might still return. It wasn't goodbye, it was just distance, a slow disappearance in our resistance. No ending scene, no final line, just less of you in real time. And I still reach for what we lost, like love could undo what it cost. But you're not gone, just out of view. It wasn't goodbye, it was just you. It was just you. You live in places I don't go, in songs that used to feel like home, in late night thoughts I can't control, where I still almost call your phone. And I don't hate you, I don't blame, it never ended like a flame. It just got quiet over days, like something drifting far away. And maybe that's the hardest part. We didn't break, we just fell apart. It wasn't goodbye, it was just distance, a silent shift we didn't mention in existence. No shattered glass, no turning tide, just slowly losing side by side. And I still feel you when I try to understand the reason why we didn't end. We just grew through. It wasn't goodbye, it was just you. If distance is all we became, then why does it still feel the same? Like you're one step out of reach, but still inside of me. It wasn't goodbye, it was just distance. A soft goodbye without resistance. And I still live in what we were, in echoes that will never blur. You didn't leave, you didn't stay, you just slowly slipped away. And I still hold on, still want to. It wasn't goodbye, it was just you. You still say my name the same, like nothing really changed. We talk like strangers we don't know, with history under every tone. You laugh at things you used to love, and I pretend it's not enough to make my chest feel out of place every time I see your face. We don't talk about the end, we just circle it again. And we say we're fine, we're doing good, like we're exactly how we should. But I still feel you in the air, like you never left from there. We're smiling through the damage done, acting like we're over us. But every time you look at me, I can tell what fine means. Someone new you met, like it's easy to forget. And I nod like I don't break every time your voice shakes. We sit too close, say too less, like silence is what we address. And I wonder if you feel the way the quiet makes it real. We don't say what we became, we just soften out the pain. And we say we're fine, we're doing good, like we're exactly how we should. But I still hear you in my head, in everything we never said. We're playing roles we didn't choose, losing while we try to prove that we don't hurt, that we moved on. But we both know that's wrong. Would you still pretend you're alright? Or would we finally break the line we've been crossing all this time? And we say we're fine, we're doing good, like we're exactly how we should. But fine is just the word we use when we don't know what to lose. And I can feel you hesitate, like you're still stuck in yesterday. We never said it, never cried, we just learned how to lie. Streetlights stretch across the road like they're leading us back home. You walk slower than before, like you're already at the door. The air is cold, but I don't mind. I just don't wanna run out of time. Every breath feels like a line between yours and not mine, and I can feel what's left unsaid, hanging somewhere over our heads. Say it before the night ends, before we turn into what could have been. We're standing where the silence bends, too close to just be friends. If there's a truth you're holding in your chest, don't let it disappear with the rest. We don't get this moment twice. Say it before the night ends. Say it before the night ends. Your shadow falls beside my own, but I still feel alone, like I'm walking you halfway, then watching you drift away. You look at me like you might stay, then turn your words the other way. And I don't know what I should do, so I keep waiting on you, but silence always takes its place when we're afraid to say our face. Say it before the night ends, before we become just almost again. We're balancing our fragile lines between your heart and mine. If there's a moment left to choose, we're running out of time to lose. Don't let it slip, don't let it bend. Say it before the night ends. Say it before the night ends. If I let you walk away, I'll still hear the things we didn't say, echoing down empty streets where your memory still meets me. Say it before the night ends, before we break without even saying when. We were standing at the edge of real, not knowing how to feel. And now I'm left with words I should have said, playing over in my head. You were here, and now you're spent. Say it before the night ends. Baseline shaking in the dark, strobe lights cutting through the sparks. Bodies moving, losing time, but I only see your outline. You're across the crowded floor, like a memory I can't ignore. Every flash of purple blue feels like it's pulling me to you, and I shouldn't cross that line, but the rhythm rewrites time. There's neon between between us in this crowded room, dancing like we're something that could bloom. Hands almost touching, then we drift apart, lost in the pulse and the beating of my heart. And I don't know if this is real or sound, but every light keeps spinning you around. We were strangers, then we almost were. Neon between us in the blur. You turn your head, I lose your face, and flashing lights and empty space. Every second feels too loud, drowning out the moving crowd. I step closer, lose my breath, like I'm rehearsing all regret. But you disappear in smoke and glow before I let you know. And I reach but never find what keeps slipping through my mind. There's neon between us in this crowded room, dancing like we're something that could bloom. Hands almost touching and we drift apart, lost in the pulse and the beating of my heart. And I don't know if this is chance or fate, but every light keeps shifting your escape. We were closer than we ever were, neon between us in the blur. If I say your name out loud, will it break through the noise somehow? Or will the music swallow me, like you were never meant to see? There's neon between us, fading in and out, like a love I can't quite figure out. I saw forever in a flashing frame, then lost it back inside the bass and bass. And now I'm standing where I let you go, in a club that only half feels real, I know. But I still search every light I see, neon between us and me. We're sitting where the wind can't lie, above the city's restless eyes. You talk like time is on our side, but I can feel it slip behind. Your silhouette against the glow looks like a place I shouldn't know, like I was never meant to climb up into your borrowed sky. Say it's soft, don't make it real. Don't ask me how I feel. If we stay too long, we might believe that we were ever meant to be. Two strangers pulled into the same light, pretending wrong could feel this right. But morning always finds a way to take the things we shouldn't say. And I don't know if I can let you go, if we stay too long, if we stay too long. jacket's warm against my skin,
but I can feel the ending in
every second that we steal
from a life we don't reveal.
I trace the edge of your regret,
like something I can't forget.
and I don't move, I don't resist.
I let the silence exist.
Maybe this is all we get, a beautiful near miss
we won't forget.
If we stay too long, we might believe that we were ever meant to be.
Two echoes lost inside the night,
Too close to almost feel right,
but daylight always knows your name, and nothing here will stay the same. I'm scared of what we might become
if we stay too long. If we stay too long. Oh, I could love you in this space
where nothing asks us to be safe,
but every second pulls the thread
that leads us back to what we said.
and I could fall without a sound, but I don't know how to come down from something that feels like a dream
we're not allowed to keep.
If we stay too long, we might believe we were something we could be, but the rooftop fades into the night
and we dissolve into streetlight. I reach for you, you fade to air, like we were never really there, and all that's left is what we know.
We stay too long and let it go. Streetlights melted on your skin, silver drops against the wind. You stood there underneath the storm, like heartbreak could still look warm. Your hair fell dark across your eyes, city noise and midnight skies, and for a moment time moved slow, like the whole world let us glow. Now every memory feels washed away, but that night still blooms in gray. You look prettier in the rain than you ever did inside my memories, standing there while heaven poured, like you belong to something holy. And I still chase that blurry frame through every crowded street the same, but nothing shines quite like the pain of how you looked that night in the rain. The taxi lights, the flooded roads, your trembling hands inside your coat. You smiled like leaving didn't hurt, while thunder rolled beneath your words. I should have held you one more time before we vanished with the tide, but silence always ruined us, like love was never loud enough. Now summer storms still stop my breath, like your ghost hasn't left yet. You look prettier in the rain than you ever did inside my memories. Standing there while heaven poured, like you belong to something holy, and I still chase that blurry frame through every crowded street the same. But nothing shines quite like the pain of how you looked that night in the rain. Maybe beauty only lives in the moments we can't keep. Maybe love becomes a ghost when it's finally out of reach. You look prettier in the rain, fading softly through the city haze. And even now, through all these years, you return with every storm that breaks like neon bleeding through the dark, like your name across my heart. And no one's ever looked the same as you did, standing in the rain. Salt on your shoulders, sunset gold. You look like a movie I couldn't hold. Barefoot laughter across the sand, slipping slowly through my hands. We stayed awake while the city slept, tracing constellations on your neck. And every wave pulled time away, like it knew you wouldn't stay. Now the seasons move like strangers do, and every warm wind sounds like you. I think I loved you only in summer, in motel lights and distant thunder. You fade with August every year, but somehow still stay everywhere. And I still reach for your ghost at night, inside the blur of neon lights. Maybe you were never mine to keep, just a dream the ocean gave to me. Your voice still lives in parking lots and faded songs and Polaroids. Late night drives with the windows down, trying to outrun this town. But autumn came like it always does, cold enough to uncover us. And suddenly your touch was gone, like the tide had moved along. Now every July pulls me underneath, back to who I used to be. I think I loved you only in summer, in motel lights and distant thunder. You fade with August every year, but somehow still stay everywhere. And I still just a dream the ocean gave to me. And maybe somewhere by the coast you still think of me the most, when the air gets sweet and warm again, and the waves sound like the end. I think I loved you only in summer, soft like smoke and disappearing colors. And though the years keep pulling me away, you still return with every May, like sunlight through a half-shut door, like a life I lived before. Maybe some loves aren't meant to last, they just bloom beautifully and pass.